If junior tech roles exist, why does nobody seem willing to hire juniors? Seriously, you apply, rejected. You apply again, rejected. Meanwhile, someone with similar experience gets the interview. So what are recruiters seeing that you're not? Once I understood the answer, everything changed. Later in this video, I'll show you the exact CV bullet point recruiters ignored and the rewritten version that started getting interviews. The difference is almost embarrassing. In fact, before I show you the rewrite, I want you to guess something. What do you think changed? The experience? The qualification? The software? Or just the wording? Pick one. If you're convinced the problem is experience, you're wrong. I didn't get another qualification. I didn't learn a new programming language. But recruiters started replying. If you're new here, welcome to Esther Speaks, where I help people break into tech, thrive in tech, and advance in tech. Every week we talk about how to overcome the challenges of securing a job in the tech market, the imposter syndrome some people feel once in a tech role, and uncover the industry secrets many are using to take their skills to the next level. And today I'm going to show you a mistake that could be costing you interviews without you even realizing it. Let's get into it. One of the biggest mistakes I see career changers make is assuming they're being rejected because they don't have enough experience. Most people think experience is the biggest reason recruiters reject applications. It isn't. In fact, the real reason is much more frustrating. And once I realized it, everything changed. Quick side note. I know we've got viewers from the UK, the US, and all over the world. So if you hear me use the terms CV and resume, I'm talking about the same thing. In the UK, we tend to say CV. In the US, you'll usually hear resume. Different word, same document. Now let's continue. I've seen teachers become business analysts, retail workers become data analysts, customer service professionals move into product support, property managers using their investigation skills to move into tech. So what's really going on? The answer isn't more experience. It's about how you communicate the experience you already have. And that changes everything. This might be controversial, but I think too many people spend months collecting certificates and not enough time applying. I've met clients with enough certificates to wallpaper a small bedroom. Still no interviews. Meanwhile, somebody else applied before they felt ready and got the job. Tell me which one you think has the better strategy. And this next mistake is probably sitting on thousands of CVs right now. The scary part is, most people have absolutely no idea they're doing it. Let's do a quick score. Now, you'll need your CV for this one. Most people have a copy of their CV on their phone, so no excuses. Give yourself 1 point for each yes. Does your CV show outcomes? Does it show achievements? Does it show impact? Does it explain transferable skills? Does it make your value obvious? Score out of 5. Remember your number. You'll need it later. Let's be honest. Most of us imagine recruiters sitting there with a cup of coffee, carefully reading every word. They don't. Some recruiters spend roughly 10 seconds scanning a CV, sometimes less, which means if your value isn't obvious immediately, you're invisible. Imagine spending 3 hours perfecting your CV, choosing fonts, adjusting spacing, moving a bullet point 3 millimeters to the left. Meanwhile, the recruiter has already rejected the CV. Some CVs look like a museum of every job the person has ever had. At that point, it's less a CV and more a historical document, which is why I'm going to show you the exact framework that completely changed the way I write CVs. Quick question. When was the last time you looked at your CV through a recruiter's eyes instead of your own? Most people never do. And that's why they think their experience is the problem. Thinking about your current CV. Could a stranger understand exactly what you bring to the table in under 10 seconds? Be honest, most people can't. And that's where the problem starts. The problem with my CV wasn't my experience. The problem was translation. I was describing what I did, not what the business gained. I was writing task lists. Recruiters were looking for outcomes. Remember that score? If it's below 3, your CV probably needs work. If it's 4 or 5, your issue may be somewhere else and there is a fix coming up for that too. Imagine sending 50 applications and not knowing whether the problem is your experience, your CV, the market, or something else. That's frustrating. This exact problem is why I created the Tech CV Decoder. Because most people think recruiters are rejecting them because they lack experience. In reality, recruiters often can't see the value in the experience candidates already have. The Tech CV Decoder helps you translate your existing experience into language recruiters actually understand. Because recruiters don't hire experience they can't see. What I'm about to say might surprise some people, but I think thousands of people already have enough experience to move into tech. They just don't realize it. And because nobody has connected the dots for them, they keep telling themselves they're not ready. Think of the Tech CV Decoder like a translate tool for your career experience. If you've worked with customers, you have stakeholder experience. If you've solved problems, you have problem-solving experience. If you've improved a process, congratulations, you've already done business analysis. Half the people watching this have probably been doing business analysis for years without realizing it. Those brainstorming workshops or moments when you're asked to chair the team meetings all count. Click the link in the description box to find out more and fix your CV resume today. If you're thinking, Esther, that's great, but I still don't know where to start. That's exactly why I created the How to Break into Tech toolkit. Most people don't fail because they can't learn tech. They fail because they don't know where to start. Business analysis, cybersecurity, data, AI, project management. Most people don't need another course. They need a roadmap. I kept collecting information, another course, another certification. What I actually needed was action. Every creator says something different. The How to Break into Tech with No Experience toolkit was built to answer one question: what should I do next? Because the structure isn't the only problem. Direction is. At one point, I had so many tabs open researching different tech careers that I'm surprised my laptop wasn't suggesting system updates and restarts to give itself a break. Cyber, data, business analysis, project management, AI, another YouTube video, another roadmap, another course. I refuse to believe I'm the only person that has done this. How many tabs do you currently have open researching tech careers? 5? 10? 20? Be honest. Many of us have been at work and thought, maybe I should consider doing something AI related to get ahead of the curve. Or worked with a new person in tech and thought, I wonder what this role is about. I'll have to research it later. I wasn't building a career. I was collecting information. Maybe you've done the same. Okay, we've finally reached the example I promised you at the start. And honestly, when I first realized this, I felt a bit silly. Here it is. Before, managed customer complaints. That's a real bullet point from a real CV. But it tells the recruiter almost nothing. Now here's the rewritten version. Analyzed customer issues, identified trends, and collaborated with stakeholders to improve service delivery. Remember when I said earlier that the experience didn't change? This is what I meant. Same experience, same person, same job, different positioning. And that's the difference recruiters saw. The first version tells me what you did and sounds like a task. The second version tells me why it mattered and sounds like a skill. And that's exactly what recruiters are looking for. They aren't hiring somebody to complete a list of tasks. They're hiring somebody who can solve problems, communicate with stakeholders, and create value. That's why I keep saying recruiters don't hire experience they can't see. The experience was always there. The difference is that now it's visible. How many bullet points on your current CV look more like the first example than the second? Be honest. Because if even one of them does, that's probably where I'd start tonight. In fact, let's do one together. Take answered customer emails. What skill did that demonstrate? Communication, stakeholder management, problem solving. Now rewrite it. Managed customer communications and resolved issues to support service delivery. Same experience, different positioning. I want to know something. What's actually stopping most people from getting into tech? Getting interviews? Knowing which role to choose? Lack of confidence or lack of experience? Let me know in the comments. One of the biggest mistakes I made was trying to figure everything out alone. Every YouTube video said something different. Every LinkedIn post said something different. Every expensive course promised something new. and I wasted months trying to work out who was right. That's exactly why I created the Tech Careers Network on school.com. Because sometimes the fastest way forward isn't more information. It's being around people asking the same questions you're asking. Sometimes one conversation saves 6 months of confusion. For those that scored 4 or 5 earlier, bear this in mind. Inside the Tech Careers Network, you'll find people trying to break into business analysis, cybersecurity, data, AI, and other tech roles. So instead of trying to figure everything out on your own, you can learn from people who are a few steps ahead of you. I'll have it linked in the description box. Finally, if you're tired of sending applications and hearing nothing back, take a look at the Tech CV DECODER. Because again, recruiters don't hire experience they can't see. Your job is to make your value impossible to ignore. Before you leave, I want you to do one thing. Open your CV. Pick one bullet point. Ask yourself, what did I do in this role? What skill did it demonstrate? How does it relate to the tech role I'm interested in? Rewrite it tonight. Then come back and tell me whether it sounds stronger. And if this video saved you from sending another 50 applications with the same mistakes, please hit the like button. And why not subscribe? It tells YouTube to show this to more people who are trying to break into tech. Join me in the next video where we talk about what to expect in your first 90 days in a new tech job. See you there!